What is up, Internet? You might remember a few weeks ago I uploaded a video where I showed you guys my shiny shelf and all my shiny Pokemon figures on it, as well as my normal figures. And I'm proud to say that I actually did that in anticipation of a large unboxing that I'm now about to do. Um, as I was making that video, I had multiple auctions on order, and once all the auctions were actually sold, I went ahead and just had them all shipped over to me. So, essentially what I'd like to do today is show you every new figure that I'm going to be getting in this auction. The total price of all the items you'll see today is about $900. That's a lot of freaking money, but I believe these little shiny Pokemon figures to be a sound investment. I am a business student after all, and I don't think that $900 was ill spent. So without further ado, see what I got. Alright, so here's the three packages we're dealing with today. We've got a basic Amazon package, basic yellow package, and the package with Japanese writing on it. This one's the big one right here. It does look a little bit beat up, but it's not actually open. It's just pretty difficult to remove the shipping label without actually opening the box. And you'll notice over here it looks a bit damaged too. I took to it with a knife, and after about 10 minutes I had knifed away all the marker with identifying info, as you can see. But the box isn't open. So, first things first, this box. It's actually not that exciting. And in here we have... it's Squirtle. I told you about this in my last video. I got the Bulbasaur and the Charmander, and I said, the Squirtle's coming out. Well, it's out now. There's the Squirtle pop. I don't actually collect pops. It took until they finally released Pokemon pops for me to even purchase my first ever pop. So the next thing I want to remind you about is two figures that were on the last video I made. So we got Rayquaza and Kyogre, Shiny Kyogre, and Shiny Rayquaza. Well, this package actually contains something that I've wanted for a really long time, something I've had a lot of trouble finding, and that is, let me go ahead and zoom in. Boom. That is the completed Weather Trio, and now I'm going to go ahead and get on to the main event of this video, which is this box here. It's a big box. It's not opened yet. Alright, I'll give you a peek. Here's what it looks like. There's a lot of stuff in there. So I'm going to go ahead and just go through this all. Look at that. We've got a nice vacuum wrapped little palette with all my auctions on it. So here is every one of those auctions. Some of them are lots and others are more this style where they come in a box. As you can see, I've got a few boxes. I'm going to put those aside for now. Let's take a look at the lots. Here's the first lot. Some of these are Pokemon that I already have, and some of them are not. First, I'll go over the ones that I do have. Here is my second Flygon. Next is Chimecho. Another repeat here is the Shiny Squirtle line. There's Squirtle, Wartortle, and Blastoise. And then a Marshtomp. I don't have a Marshtomp yet. Next is Grovyle. And last one. I love this one. Cacnea. We got ourselves a brown Cacnea. This one's great. We've got another lot right here. Ooh, that went flying. Oh, this actually isn't a lot. I bought these two on their own deliberately. So this is two different auctions. I actually really like auctions like this one because they come with a comparison. We do have another foolish kid who drew on it, but they drew on the comparison, so that's not as bad. So those are cool. And the next one I think is even cooler, honestly. Seviper. Shiny Seviper. That one is sick. Let's go ahead and put that down there as well. And I believe this is the last lot. New shinies, old shinies. This is the last lot right here, and this one is a good one. I don't want to spoil it by showing you the bag. Alright, I'll start off in here with the ones I do have. Here is another Kyogre. Got 2 of those now. Here's a familiar face. Another Dustox. Another familiar face. Cacnea. And here is a very familiar sight for you. This here is my 3rd set of Sinnoh starters. This is my 2nd set of shiny Bulbasaur. Next, we got some more dupes. I've got... oh, dropped one. I've also got all 3 of these already. Here's the last one from this set that I already have. It is a Charmander. I do already have a Charmander. Right here. Swampert, which is perfect because we also just got Marshtomp. And then Sceptile, which is perfect because we just got Grovyle. And also Combuskin. We did not get a Blaziken, so Combuskin is cool, but we've got the middle and the final of the other 2, and we've just got the middle of Fire, so I will need to go out and find myself a Blaziken somewhere. Next is Taillow. This one's a little tough to tell it's shiny from most pictures, but my camera picks it up well enough. That is a green Taillow. I don't have a Taillow already, but I do have a Swellow already. And lastly, this one's definitely been played with. This is a shiny Latias figure, and instead of being orange, how you would expect, it's actually yellow. And now I want to show you what we're still dealing with here. We've got 1 box. Another box. 2 more boxes. And 1 last box. Now what I will tell you is these 2 boxes are identical, but these boxes are very rare. Because I mentioned to you in the last episode, or the last video rather, where I explained my collection, I mentioned that these were lottery prizes. Well, these boxes are actually what the lottery prizes came in. You'll notice it says Bandai there, and it's completely in Japanese because these lottery prizes were only released in Japan. So not only was I able to find the figures that were released in the set they were released in, I was able to find their boxes in great condition. To give you an idea, I paid around $80 for each of these, so well over $200 for what I'm holding in my hand, and that does not include the other 2 boxes over here. So let's go ahead and carefully open these boxes. I do not want to dent them. I'm going to carefully open them and take a look at what's inside them. All right. So now what I have here, guys, is 3 lottery prizes. As you can see, these 2 are from 2005, and this one, if you look down in the bottom, you can see that that's from 2003. So let's just go ahead and open the 2003 prize first, but let me give you a little bit of historical context as well. You might just randomly get this in the mail someday back in 2005 in Japan if you happened to just send in a cutout of the back of your magazine that you were subscribed to. That's all it took. You send a cutout of the magazine and you might get one of these boxes in the mail. And inside the box is what I believe to be a pretty legendary prize for a company to give away. So here's the first box, the 2003 box. We got a Mudkip, a Latias, a Trico, a Latios, and you guessed it, a Torchic. Now, these 3 right here, these starters, are exactly the same as these 3 up here. They are the same prizes from the same lottery. And before I even started this video, I already had this set complete, as you can see. So why do I have 3? Well, for one, from what I can tell, these have been never opened. I believe these are in pristine condition. But the starters weren't the ones I was really interested in. The ones I was really interested in were Latios and Latios. So I'm going to go ahead and take this Latios out and compare it. Put my hand back there. You can see this Latios I've just purchased is nearly pristine, which is incredibly rare for a lottery prize of this caliber. So I'm not actually sure yet what I want to do with these. Because not only are they the shiny figures I collect, but they're straight from their original box and they're in pristine condition. And that just has me approach it a little differently than I would if I just bought them, you know, loosely. So I'm going to go ahead and just stick these back in here for now because they're a little bit too precious. Another 2005 one. Just dump these out. Incredible. So, in this set, we've got the Charizard line, which I already have. This is my 3rd Charizard. We've got Salamence, which I already have 3 of. This is my 4th Salamence. And my 2nd Rayquaza, which I showed you earlier in the video. But again, these are all pretty much in pristine condition. Alright, and here is our last box. Oh yeah. Alright, so before I even go into those, here's a Trico, and here's the Trico I just got. They're in different poses. Now you'll notice I already had both of these poses of Trico. However, let's compare this Mudkip. We've got a new pose of Mudkip now. And Torchic, that's right, we've got a new pose of Torchic. So, I want to actually take back out the original 2003 lottery prize that I opened to make a point. There were 2 separate lotteries held where the prizes were shiny Hoenn starters. These all come from the exact same manufacturer, but they were given out 2 years apart from each other. And the last 2 are also figures that I already have, Gyarados and Swellow. Gyarados is actually one of the rarest of these shiny figures, in my opinion. Even rarer than Charizard, although it's Charizard's a close second. But I do already have these, and I think this one's worth about $115, which is worth more than its Tomy counterpart, which is really weird. But yeah, so that's Gyarados and Swellow. So I'm going to go ahead and put those back in their container again. So now we've gone through these 3 boxes, and I've got 2 more boxes to show you. But there's something interesting about these 2 boxes. There we go. These boxes are 2005 and 2003. This box is 2012. This is the last lottery that was ever given away. And this one also comes with what appears to be a letter of congratulations. So you would get this box in the mail and this letter of congratulations from Nintendo. I'm gonna have to talk to my friend Shinsuke and have him translate this for me, because I would like to see what it says. But another thing is, if you look at these boxes, you can see on all of them the tape is really browned and worn out, and it's because these boxes aren't sealed. They've been opened before, and I imagine those toys have been taken out. They're just in mint condition. This situation here is a little bit different because this is actually a brand new box. The tape is still on there tight, and you can see it's not been cut or anything. So this box has never been opened before. This is a sealed lottery prize. Now let's take a look at this box. Spoiler alert, It's the exact same thing. So on this one, I suspect I was given a freebie. Because whatever this bottom part is, I have no idea what it is. So of course there's still packaging to be undone. I'm intrigued with this. I have no idea what this is. I did not buy this. Pikachu the movie. Oh my gosh. This is like an actual plastic printout. And there's a little envelope here. What's in this? This is the exact same letter. Yeah, it comes with another congratulations letter. Except this one seems to come with the original envelope. And the last thing is another one. And here's something I really didn't expect. These are both sealed. The fact that I have sealed prizes along with certificates of authenticity from the last shiny Pokemon lottery ever given makes me not want to open these. But I'll tell you what these contain. They contain the fifth... I'll tell you what these contain, though. They contain Snivy, Oshawott, and Tepig. But I'm still kind of blown away by this seeming freebie that I got. It's brilliant artwork. I love it. And it's not even paper. It's plastic, but it's two-sided. So how am I going to hang it? Am I going to hang it from the ceiling and just have it spin around? I really want to open one of these and show you the figures inside, but I'm actually just going to flash a picture of them up on the screen because I'm not ready to open these. If one of them was already opened, I would, but the fact that they're not, I want to keep them sealed for now. So I felt a bit odd after the fact with leaving you guys just with a picture of some strangers' shiny Unova starters. And when I originally bought these two boxes, I had the plan in mind. I'm going to open one and I'm going to keep one sealed. So I thought it was kind of pointless just to want to keep them sealed while making the video. So I did end up keeping this one sealed, as you can see. And we're going to go ahead and open this one up. Because I do very much love the figures in here. I just want to keep one of the boxes sealed. So here is Snivy. You can tell it's darker bluish green instead of regular green. I don't have a comparison for these yet, so I'm going to wait until I have those comparisons to actually put them on my shelf. Here's Tepig. It's definitely a yellow Tepig. And then last, and my least favorite of the three, is Oshawott. But you still gotta have Oshawott if you're gonna have the other two shiny. Let's just go ahead and take a quick overview of everything we got. Here's all the new figures except for the ones that are still in these boxes. Here's a bunch of figures I already had that I'll be able to sell. And here are the lottery prize boxes. All in all, what you see here was about $800. And I'm going to be keeping everything except for this stuff. And I think with some careful eBaying, I can get about $500 back for what you see right here. Maybe even more. So, that's about all I have for this video, guys. I unboxed some stuff for you, and it was really long, but I had a lot of fun doing it, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. So stay tuned for more videos about this collection. So now it's a few days later, and I've cleaned up everything, and I've rearranged my shelf a bit. We're up here looking at my Tomy shelf, but you might notice that two of my comparisons are up here, and it's just because I don't have freaking space for them on the other shelf right now. My Noctowl figure, my Tomy Noctowl, is also up here now. My shiny Garchomp is up here, and my shiny Darkrai is up here. But down here, it looks a lot nicer. I put the older lottery boxes in the back, and I stood some Pokemon on top of them. You'll notice I've got 6 different First Evolution Hoenn starters now, which is cool. And then this is kind of similar to how it was set up before, but it looks a little bit more clean in some ways and a little bit worse in other ways. This Dustox is very big and makes it annoying to store on the shelf. The Empoleon and Infernape I actually received in the mail after filming the unboxing video, so they were not included, but now you can check those out. And yeah, that's what my collection shelf looks like now.